Hello and welcome to another episode of Ask Cheeky. I'm Isaiah Henkel, a Cheeky Scientist, and today's question comes from Paula Schweb. How do I appropriately prepare for a phone screen? How do I appropriately prepare for a phone screen? Say that 5 times fast. So what does it take to get on a phone screen, to show up to a phone screen ready to answer questions? What kind of questions do you get, etc.? That's what I'm going to answer here. Thank you for your question, Paula. So the first thing you need to realize is that you're likely not going to get very much advance notice for a phone screen, so you need to prepare in advance. You need to understand the industry that the companies and the jobs that you want are in. Okay, so understand that industry sector. Read articles about different mergers and acquisitions happening inside that sector. Read about the companies, how they're restructuring. Any company you're interested in, read about why they are hiring. You're probably going to get asked that question. Do you know why we're hiring? Right? If not, you should ask that question on a phone screen. But make sure that you understand, why they're hiring, what the role is in the industry in general. It's very, very important for you to get this knowledge. And specifically for any companies you've applied to, right? If you've uploaded a resume, if you have had an informational interview with an employee at that company, have a very strong working knowledge of the company. Do your research. Read their company website, of course. Read their LinkedIn pages. Read any sort of press releases. And most will have press releases, again, for restructuring or new products or mergers, acquisitions, etc. It's very important for you to understand this stuff because you want to show up to that phone screen being able to answer questions that showcase your knowledge of the company, right? They want to know that you did your homework. They want to know that you're actually interested enough in that company and position to research it beforehand. Very, very important. And again, you're not going to get a lot of notice for a phone screen. It could be an hour. Whenever that hiring manager has a chance to sit down and go through candidates, they're going to start making calls. They'll skim a resume for 5 to 7 seconds on average. That's been proven by eye tracking studies that have been published. 5 to 7 seconds, and they say, okay, I'm going to get this person on the phone. That's what they do. Okay, so you have to be ready. Be very, very responsive when it comes to a phone screen. I don't care if you're working at another job, you're in the middle of an experiment, doesn't matter. Have the alerts on your phone so that if you get a text message or an email or whatever asking to set up that phone screen or seeing if you can talk in an hour, you're ready. You have to be responsive. And again, that means you need to be prepared beforehand. Now, once you are prepared, the most important thing you need to be prepared for after that is increasing your energy levels. Nobody wants to get on the phone with somebody who's mumbling or talking quietly, who seems half asleep. So many PhDs do this, right? We're taught somehow in academia to have really low energy, to be reserved because we want to be objective and showcase our mind and our knowledge, etc. Forget that, okay? The person that's going to call you for a phone screen is a recruiter or a hiring manager, likely without a PhD. They want to see you care about the position. They want to see some emotion. Okay, and emotion's really hard to come across on a phone call. That's why you will hear people say smile into the phone, etc. That's not enough. You have to sound energetic. 3, 4, 5 times as energetic as you would be in person, because there's no, they're not going to see your mannerisms. They're not going to see your hand gestures. They're not going to see your facial expressions. So you need to use vocal patterns, right? The pitch of your voice, you need to vary that. You need to vary the pace of your voice. Use pauses correctly, but also use upswings in your energy as well as downswings correctly. It's very, very important to practice this. You want to sound natural, but you want to sound energetic and enthusiastic, right? Lean a little bit into being overly enthusiastic. It's more important to be enthusiastic because every person you lose by being too enthusiastic, you're going to lose 100 by not being enthusiastic enough. Okay, because if you're not enthusiastic about the job, why would they hire you? It's your job to show enthusiasm for the position. So those are the things I would really focus on: doing your research, being enthusiastic. Okay, those are the 2 most important things. The rest of it just comes down to good interview preparation overall. If you have any questions on this, please ask them in a comment on this post. Go to phdsgethired.com if you want to learn more about how to do a phone screen or a video interview or any video interviewing. We'll send you all of our free materials just by signing up at phdsgethired.com. Until next week, remember your value as a PhD and start thinking and acting like a successful industry professional.